What is up, y'all? It's your boy KK back for a Thirsty Thursday talk. Back-to-back Thirsty Thursdays. Look at that. Today is October 5th. Today I'm going to talk to you about my biggest goal in life right now. But we do have a basic beer review. And it is Evil Genius Trick or Treat Chocolate Pumpkin Porter. It says brewed and canned by Evil Genius Beer Company, Pittston, Pennsylvania, under special agreement, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Independent craft. Get your fuzzy boots, Debbie. It's a chocolate pumpkin porter. Hey, this beer is haunted. Don't drink it. Yes, I know it's a dark, roasty porter with cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, and chocolate, and it tastes amazing. But don't drink it. It's haunted. Fine, but don't run to me when the walls of your fridge start bleeding. Definitely digging it. This is a 7.8% alcohol by volume. I don't drink porters a lot, but I saw this today. Again, continuing on with the pumpkin theme, and honestly, pumpkin chocolate, I feel like this could satisfy my sweet tooth. So cheers. Cheers. All right. Overall, this has a solid flavor to it. I would buy it again, and I would drink it again. All right. As you can see, I'm wearing my girlfriend Leanne's Philadelphia Phillies. It's like a fleece sweatshirt. It is very comfortable. I'm wearing it because the Phillies are in the playoffs. They just won the wild card series against Miami, and they face off against Atlanta Braves starting this weekend. Again, not a Phillies fan, but wearing it for Leanne tonight. All right, so my biggest goal in life right now. Take a moment and guess what you think it might be. But my biggest goal right now is seeking financial freedom. What that means to me is paying off my 30-year mortgage as fast as possible. How I'm going to pay off it as fast as possible? Right now, I pay an additional amount for principal only every month. I would say when I first started doing that, I was more of like a medium aggressiveness level. Right now, I would say I'm pretty high aggressive with the amount that I'm paying in addition to my minimum payment. That's just right now I can afford it. I have a good job. I have a good part-time job. I can afford to put more money towards the principal. And the nice thing about it with the lender that I'm through, I can adjust it at any point throughout the life of the loan. So, if, worst case scenario, I lose my job or I'm not bringing in an income like I usually am, then I can adjust it and lessen the amount. And like worst case scenario, if I'm like really tight budget, then I can always pay the minimum payment and not have any addition for that. But honestly, for me, the amount of interest over the 30-year, it was like, honestly makes me sick to my stomach. And I want to limit that amount as much as possible. And, it's a short-term and a long-term kind of goal, because, short-term, I need to, I need to be able to have a budget that works for me, that allows me to do this. And same thing with the long term, like it's going to be a long term thing as much as possible. If I can pay my mortgage off in 20 years or less, I would consider that a success. 15 years, I would love to try for it. 10 years, I'm not gonna say any goal is unattainable. It just really depends. I'm not gonna short myself either. If I can pay it off in 10 years, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. And some people might say, well, Kelvin, what about like living for the now? And like I said, past videos, I've talked about living within your means, living for the now, living for the future. You have to find that balance for whatever works. People might look at me and say, Kelvin, well, you spend money on this. Like, that's a waste of money. You could use that money for something better. And I can look at you and say the same exact thing. This is not a one size fits all. If you can afford to live within your means and tackle debt at the same time, absolutely, that's what I'm going to do. And that's the opportunity that I have. I can afford to do it right now, so I'm going to do it until I can't afford to do it this way. And honestly, I'm a pretty simple guy. I don't need to live a luxurious life. I don't need to spend excess money on XYZ things, etc., whatever the thing is. I can live a simple life. I can live within my means. And yeah, my long-term end goal is paying it off as fast as possible. I hope everyone is having a good Thursday. Here in Pennsylvania, it was in the upper 70s. The past few days have been in the 80s, and it's just felt really nice. And now we're going into a little bit of a cool down, which is a bummer. But thankfully, it's not going to get too cold too soon. Fingers crossed. But anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday. Have a great weekend. And I'll catch y'all next time. Cheers.